So, you're worrying right now. Let me tell you this. Worrying is nothing but too many thoughts, mostly negative, popping out in our brain and making chores out of it. So many thoughts may seem overwhelming to anyone, but the natural or biological programming of our brain is such that it can focus on only one thing at a time. I will tell you about a natural phenomena, and you can use it to your advantage, like I have done. You can even try it and use it for yourself. Try to focus in your mind. Welcome to the 7 secrets to stop worrying in life. In today's fast-paced world, it's easy to get caught up in worries about the past and anxieties about the future. This guide will introduce you to 7 powerful habits that can help you break free from the cycle of worry and live a more fulfilling, present-focused life. Drawing from Stoic philosophy and practical mindfulness techniques, these secrets will teach you how to manage your thoughts, practice gratitude, engage in physical activity, and more. By integrating these practices into your daily routine, you can cultivate a calmer, more content, and worry-free existence. Number 1. Distraction. Imagine you're feeling overwhelmed with worries, and you decide to distract yourself by doing some chores around the house, such as laundry or gardening. Maybe you choose to exercise or engage in a physical activity. You might pick up a book, magazine, or newspaper to read. You could start organizing your home or office, watch a funny movie, or engage in a creative activity like drawing or writing. These activities can be incredibly helpful in the short term. They give your mind something else to focus on, providing a break from your worries. By keeping busy, you might find a sense of accomplishment and a temporary relief from stress. This strategy, however, has a potential downside if used excessively. When you constantly fill your time with these distractions, you might be avoiding dealing with the root causes of your worries. Instead of confronting and understanding your problems, you could be pushing them aside. Over time, this can lead to a buildup of unresolved issues, which can increase your stress and anxiety. Consider the story of someone who spends all their time cleaning their house or organizing their office whenever they feel stressed. At first, it seems productive and even therapeutic. But gradually, their avoidance of the underlying issues they face means those problems grow larger and more complex. They never truly address their worries, leading to a cycle of temporary relief followed by increased anxiety. In the long run, this habit can destroy your life. It can lead to a state where you're constantly running from your problems instead of facing them. You might find yourself feeling empty or unfulfilled, as you're always engaged in activities that distract rather than resolve. The Stoic philosopher Epictetus taught that we should confront our fears and worries directly. Stoicism emphasizes understanding what is within our control and what is not. By facing your worries head-on, you can start to understand and manage them more effectively. The key is to balance distraction with action. For instance, if you're worried about your finances, instead of just organizing your desk to avoid the stress, take concrete steps to address your financial concerns. Create a budget, seek advice, and make a plan. If you're anxious about a relationship, engage in open communication rather than immersing yourself in a book to avoid thinking about it. By applying this Stoic lesson, you can use activities not as mere distractions, but as tools to build a better understanding and control over your life. Balance is crucial. Use productive activities to gain temporary relief, but also dedicate time to confront and resolve the underlying issues causing your worries. This approach leads to true peace of mind and a more fulfilling life. Number 2, control what you can. Now you're waiting for the results, and you find yourself worrying constantly. You think about every answer you gave, every detail of the interview, and wonder if you'll get the job. But here's the thing, worrying about the results won't change anything. The decision is out of your control. If you're a chronic worrier, this pattern might be familiar. You tend to fixate on things you can't control, which only increases your anxiety and stress. So, what can you do instead? Start by asking yourself, what can I control? This simple question can shift your mindset. If there's something you can do to improve a situation, then do it. If not, acknowledging that can help you let go of unnecessary worry. For example, after an interview, you might control how you follow up with a thank you email or how you prepare for potential future interviews. Beyond that, the decision is in the hands of the interviewers. Recognizing this can help you release your anxiety and focus on what's next. Constantly worrying about things out of your control can be destructive. It can consume your time, energy, and peace of mind. You might find yourself in a cycle where you're always anxious, never able to relax or enjoy the present moment. This can lead to chronic stress, which impacts your physical and mental health, relationships, and overall well-being. Now, let's look at a Stoic perspective. Stoicism teaches us to focus on what we can control and accept what we cannot. Epictetus, a prominent Stoic philosopher, emphasized that our reactions to events are within our control, even if the events themselves are not. So how can you apply Stoicism to your life? When you catch yourself worrying about something out of your control, pause and assess the situation. Ask yourself if there's anything you can do to influence the outcome. If there is, take action. If not, consciously decide to let go and redirect your energy towards something more productive. For instance, instead of ruminating over the interview results, you could focus on improving your skills, networking, or simply enjoying a hobby. By shifting your attention, you reduce unnecessary stress and build a more resilient mindset. Worrying about what you can't control is a habit that can erode your happiness and well-being. Embracing Stoic principles can help you break this cycle. By focusing on what's within your power and letting go of what isn't, you can lead a more balanced and fulfilling life. This approach not only reduces anxiety, but also empowers you to take meaningful action where it truly matters. Number 3, managing your thoughts. We know that positive thinking and optimism can significantly improve our health and physical well-being. However, when unwanted thoughts creep in, they can fill us with negative emotions and make us feel defeated. These thoughts pull us away from the present moment, making us dwell on the past or feel anxious about the future. Imagine this scenario. You're sitting at home, trying to relax after a long day, but your mind keeps returning to a mistake you made at work last week. Or maybe you're worrying about an upcoming event, thinking about all the ways it could go wrong. These thoughts are not only draining, but also take you away from the here and now. Constantly engaging with negative thoughts can be destructive. They can sap your energy, ruin your mood, and affect your overall mental health. Over time, you might start to feel perpetually stressed, anxious, or even depressed. This habit of dwelling on the negative can prevent you from enjoying life and can erode your confidence and self-esteem. So, how do we manage these thoughts? This is where Stoic philosophy comes in. A key aspect of this philosophy is managing our thoughts and emotions. This means that our thoughts and interpretations of events are within our control. If we can change our thoughts, we can change our emotional responses. Here's a practical application. When you notice a negative thought, instead of letting it spiral, pause and question it. Ask yourself if this thought is helping you or harming you. Is it something you can control? If not, try to let it go. If it's about something you can address, take constructive action instead of just worrying. For example, instead of ruminating on a mistake from the past, learn from it and then move on. If you're anxious about the future, focus on what you can do in the present to prepare. By shifting your mindset, you can reduce anxiety and improve your overall well-being. Managing your thoughts is crucial because it affects how you experience life. By practicing Stoic principles, you can train your mind to focus on the positive and the present, rather than getting lost in negative and unproductive thoughts. This not only enhances your mental and physical health, but also helps you lead a more balanced and fulfilling life. Remember, it's not the thoughts themselves, but how we deal with them that matters. Number 4, mindfulness. Mindfulness is a powerful technique that involves paying attention to what's happening in the present moment without judgment. It's about being aware of your thoughts, your body, and your surroundings. Imagine you're fully engaged in whatever you're doing right now, noticing every detail without getting lost in thoughts about the past or future. But what happens if you don't practice mindfulness? Let's consider the potential consequences. When you're not mindful, your mind often wanders. You might find yourself constantly thinking about past mistakes or worrying about future events. This can lead to increased stress and anxiety because you're not focused on what you can control right now. Instead, you're caught up in a cycle of unproductive thoughts and emotions. For example, if you're eating a meal without mindfulness, you might not even taste the food because you're preoccupied with worries. Or when you're with friends or family, you might miss out on meaningful moments because your mind is elsewhere. Over time, this lack of presence can harm your relationships, reduce your ability to enjoy life, and even affect your mental health. Not practicing mindfulness can also lead to chronic stress. When you're always thinking about what's next or dwelling on what's already happened, your body remains in a heightened state of alertness, which is exhausting and unhealthy. It can contribute to problems like insomnia, high blood pressure, and other stress-related conditions. Now let's turn to Stoic philosophy for a solution. By concentrating on the here and now, we can live more fully and reduce unnecessary suffering. This aligns perfectly with the practice of mindfulness. When you're mindful, you're essentially practicing Stoicism by focusing on the present and letting go of worries about the past and future. To apply this in your life, try simple mindfulness exercises. For example, take a few moments each day to sit quietly and focus on your breath. Notice the sensation of breathing in and out. When your mind starts to wander, gently bring it back to your breath. You can also practice mindfulness while doing everyday activities like eating or walking. Pay attention to the sights, sounds, and sensations around you. By integrating mindfulness into your daily routine, you can break the cycle of constant worry and stress. You'll find yourself more present, more engaged, and more at peace. This practice not only enhances your mental and physical well-being, but also helps you build stronger connections with others and enjoy life's moments more fully. Remember, the key is to notice the present moment without judgment and to let go of what you cannot control. This Stoic approach to mindfulness can lead to a more balanced and fulfilling life. Number 5, exercise. When you engage in physical activity, your brain releases endorphins, those feel-good neurotransmitters that can lift your mood. This isn't just about the famous runner's high. Any aerobic activity, whether it's a game of tennis or a hike in nature, can produce the same effect. Exercise also helps reduce the negative effects of stress. When you're active, your body mimics the fight or flight response, which can help you manage stress better. By regularly exercising, you're essentially training your body to handle stress more efficiently. This not only benefits your mental health, but also strengthens your cardiovascular, digestive, and immune systems, protecting you from the harmful effects of chronic stress. Moreover, exercise can be a form of meditation in motion. Imagine finishing a fast-paced game of racquetball, a long walk, or several laps in the pool. Often you'll find that the day's irritations have melted away, and you're focused solely on your body's movements. This kind of physical activity allows you to shed daily tensions, bringing a sense of calm and clarity that can help you stay focused in all areas of your life. However, if you neglect regular exercise, the consequences can be severe. Without this outlet, stress can accumulate, leading to chronic anxiety, depression, and other health problems. Your body doesn't get the chance to release built-up tension, which can affect your overall well-being. Over time, this can lead to a cycle of stress and inactivity, making it even harder to break free and find motivation. Let's turn to Stoic philosophy for a lesson. By incorporating regular physical activity into your routine, you take control of your well-being. You're proactively managing stress and maintaining your health, which aligns with Stoic principles. Exercise is a practical way to do this. When you're active, you're in the moment, focusing on your movements and breath, which can help keep worries at bay. To apply this in your life, find an activity you enjoy and make it a regular part of your routine. The key is consistency. Not only will you experience the immediate benefits of endorphins and stress relief, but you'll also cultivate a healthier, more resilient mindset. Exercise is a crucial habit for managing stress and maintaining overall health. By staying active, you embrace a Stoic approach to life. This balance leads to a more fulfilling and worry-free existence, allowing you to enjoy the present moment and build a stronger, healthier you. Number 6, practice gratitude. By making an effort to be grateful every day, you can start to appreciate the good things in your life more deeply. Here are 3 steps to help you cultivate gratitude. 1. Notice good things. Actively look for and appreciate the positive aspects of your life. This could be anything from a beautiful sunset to a kind gesture from a friend. 2. Those good things. Take the time to really absorb and pay attention to the things you're grateful for. Enjoy the moment fully. 3. Express your gratitude. Whether it's writing it down in a journal, telling someone, or simply acknowledging it to yourself, expressing gratitude reinforces your positive feelings. Start by noticing the good things in your life. Focus on the small, everyday details that often go unnoticed. Each day, think of 3 things you are grateful for: nature, people, community, shelter, or simple comforts, like a warm bed or a good meal. You'll be amazed at how much more you notice when you focus on gratitude. A practical way to cultivate this habit is by starting a gratitude journal. Writing down good things each day makes you more likely to notice and appreciate them as they happen. Another practice is to establish gratitude rituals, such as pausing to express thanks before a meal. This doesn't have to be religious. It's just a simple habit that helps you appreciate the food on your table. Now consider what happens if you neglect to practice gratitude. Without it, you might focus more on what's lacking or what's wrong in your life. This mindset can lead to increased stress, anxiety, and dissatisfaction. By not acknowledging the positives, you miss out on the joy and contentment that come from appreciating what you have. A lack of gratitude can lead to a negative outlook on life. You might find yourself constantly worried, always chasing after the next thing, and never feeling truly content. This can erode your mental and emotional well-being, making it difficult to find happiness in the present moment. Marcus Aurelius often wrote about the value of appreciating life's simple pleasures and being grateful for what we have. Applying Stoic principles can help you cultivate gratitude. By practicing gratitude, you shift your focus to the positives in your life, which are often within your control. This mindset helps reduce worry and stress, allowing you to live more fully in the present. To integrate gratitude into your life, start small. Each day, take a few moments to reflect on what you're thankful for. Write it down, share it with someone, or simply acknowledge it to yourself. Over time, this practice will help you develop a more positive outlook and a greater appreciation for the everyday blessings in your life. In summary, practicing gratitude is essential for a happier, more content life. By noticing, savoring, and expressing gratitude, you can counteract worry and stress. Embracing Stoic teachings on gratitude helps you focus on the present and appreciate what you have, leading to a more balanced and fulfilling life. Number 7, focus on the present moment. Many people want to learn how to live in the moment, yet most of us have a tendency to dwell on the past or worry about the future. How often do you catch yourself thinking about what happened yesterday or stressing over what might happen tomorrow? This habit can severely affect your life and well-being. When you constantly think about the past or the future, it becomes difficult to appreciate the good things in your life right now. This mindset can lead to increased stress, anxiety, and even depression. By learning to be more mindful and live in the present, you can gain a greater appreciation for your life and reduce negative feelings. One way to be in the present moment is by noticing your surroundings. How often do you take a moment to look around and truly see what's happening? Try this. Close your eyes, take a deep breath, then open your eyes and really take in your environment. Notice the details, the walls, the floor, the ceiling, the patterns you see. How many windows are there? How many lights can you count? By paying attention to your surroundings, you anchor yourself in the present moment. This simple practice can help you break the cycle of constantly drifting into thoughts about the past or future. Another key to living in the moment is to focus on one thing at a time. Multitasking might seem productive, but it actually divides your attention and makes it harder to live in the present. When you're fully engaged in a task, you're more productive and less stressed. Compare this to trying to juggle multiple tasks at once. You'll find that giving your full attention to one thing at a time is far more effective. If you're working on something, concentrate on that task alone. If you find your mind wandering or you're tempted to check your phone, gently bring your focus back to what you're doing. This mindful approach can help you stay present and reduce feelings of overwhelm. Now consider the consequences of not living in the moment. Constantly dwelling on the past or worrying about the future can lead to chronic stress and dissatisfaction. You might miss out on the joys of life and the simple pleasures that come from being fully present. Over time, this habit can erode your mental and emotional well-being. To apply Stoic principles to your life, practice mindfulness and gratitude. When you focus on the present moment, you align with the Stoic belief in living fully and accepting life as it is. This helps you let go of unnecessary worries about the past and future, allowing you to enjoy life more deeply. In summary, living in the moment is essential for a happier, more content life. By noticing your surroundings and focusing on one task at a time, you can reduce stress and appreciate the present. In conclusion, the key to reducing worry and leading a more fulfilling life lies in adopting practices that ground you in the present moment. Whether it's through exercise, practicing gratitude, or mindfulness, these habits help you focus on what you can control and let go of unnecessary stress. By noticing and appreciating the good in your life, savoring each moment, and giving your full attention to tasks, you align with Stoic principles that emphasize living in the present and accepting life as it is. Embracing these practices can help you cultivate a calmer, more content, and worry-free existence. That's it, my friend. Subscribe to our channel.